You're listening to The Money Hour with your host, Tina Mitchell, on Alternative Talk 1150 AM. Now, back to the show with local mortgage expert, Tina Mitchell.
You are listening to the Money Hour at 11:50 a.m. KKNW, the Saturday, April 2nd show. You can also listen to my podcast, Facebook premiere, or you can catch my show on my show YouTube channel. In addition, for more information on upcoming events, you can go to tinamitchellevents.com. I am your host and local mortgage expert, Tina Mitchell. I'm here to help you build a strong financial blueprint 1 week and 1 week at a time. 1 week and one show at a time. If you are hearing my show at a different time or day, you are listening to a rebroadcast. I'm here to connect you with the guest on the show or answer any questions that you may have. Please call the show at 1-855-400-1150. Again, that's 1-855-400-1150 or online at themoneyhour.com. And now in studio, Donald Hoblitzell of Countrywide Health Insurance, $8,000 broken arm, right here in 1150 AM KKNW. Don, welcome so much. Welcome back into the show. And
thank you.
How did I do with your last name? You want to pronounce it?
You're fine. I go by Donnie Blitz a lot because a lot of people can't pronounce my last name. So it's not a big deal. You did a wonderful job.
Good. Really excited about my conversation with you. So ACA, Obamacare plans and market plans, what are they and how do they work?
Well, they're for the general population. Anybody can get them. That's why they're the market plan. They originally were going to be for, they thought everyone would join a market plan, and that kind of didn't happen. So that's why the market plans tend to be a lot more money now. I could go in more in depth, but we'll blow the time up. So we'll leave it at that.
Okay, perfect. Short and sweet. So underwritten plans, what are those?
That would be, you're in the mortgage business, so you understand underwriting. This is great because our plans are underwritten. We see how healthy the person is. If the person's really healthy, we can get them a better rate. So we're more preferred risk. The market plans are, any whatever. Okay. So it's a lot more affordable and it's really good coverage.
Yeah. So if you're in good health, you definitely want to go through the underwriting plans.
Correct.
Yes. What if you have BC, publicly funded, BS, or exclusive provider EPO?
Okay. A lot of people will come back to me and say, oh, I got this great Blue Cross Blue Shield plan. I said, what do you have? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? You got Blue Cross Blue Shield? Well, I got a Chevy. Is that a Corvette or a Cruise? They don't know. EPO is an exclusive provider organization. That's typically around Pittsburgh, places like that. You can only go to who they tell you to go to. You can't go where you need to go if you might want to go there. That's an EPO.
Yeah. So it's a reason why it's critically important to work with an expert in any field, including the health insurance space, to help you be able to navigate through all of these things to truly understand that you're getting the best option to suit what your own personal needs are. So Don, right. What if you have a health maintenance HMO?
That's a little bit better. So you got more noodles in the soup, so to speak. It's not as big as a PPO, but the HMO, you still have to go to your main provider and have him tell you, oh yeah, you broke your arm. Now you can go to the specialist. That's okay. An HMO. They restrict still where you can go. So okay. That's still not the best. That's not, you really don't want that, in my opinion.
So you said PPO. So let's talk about the preferred provider PPO.
Now we're talking. Now
you were talking.
See
how I worked my way up to that?
I know you were excellent at that. That's where you want to be. And for the simple reason, you're out in Cali, say you need to go to Johns Hopkins. Well, in a PPO plan, you can. If you're an HMO or EPO, you have no chance. Say you want to go to U of Penn out here, or you want to go to Stanford. Maybe your doctor doesn't, or maybe your plan doesn't take Stanford. The PPO plan, you can go nationwide. My customers love it because they can go anywhere in the country.
Yeah. Okay. So can you talk about deductibles and how they work?
There's two ways they work. In the market plans, you're going to have to pay the whole deductible before you get any coverage. Hence the $8,000 broken arm. You break your arm. If you haven't paid anything in your deductible.
That's what our title was.
That's right. That plan, you're going to have to pay your whole deductible before you get any coverage. Some deductibles are embedded. So that means you pay part of the deductible, part of the coinsurance, and you don't have to pay the whole deductible up front. Now, that's a lot of teacher plans, fireman plans, police plans. There are some underwritten plans out there that are embedded too.
Okay, so what is explanation of benefits or EOBs?
Well, this is where the people that come from the EPO plans, the HMO plans have no clue. And it's fine because they don't see them. An explanation of benefits is kind of simple. I'm not being smart. It's just what it says. It's an explanation of the benefits. It's going to say the doctor cost X amount of dollars. The discount was X. This is what you owe. And most PPO plans get a bill from the doctor right away. And I tell all my clients, you have to wait for the explanation of benefits. I'll give you a great example later.
Okay, so let's talk about the percentage of people that are in the hospital for accidents.
Yeah, that's a real, that's huge. It's actually 78% of the people are in the hospitals for accidents.
Really?
Slip, trip, falls. Yeah.
Wow.
Most of my customers.
Obviously includes car accidents.
Oh, yeah. It's an accident. So yeah, it counts. I've had people slip off their steps and break arms and be out for like 5 days. It's well, you don't get the weather we do sometimes, but yeah, it can get a little ugly, and that's what most people are in the hospital for. Yeah. So I'll wrap all this up here at the end here.
Yeah, no doubt. 78%. Wow, that's a high percentage. So then what percentage are in for more serious issues like cancer or heart attacks?
Ooh, yeah, that's like 18%.
That's so surprising that it's so low.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, what I'm getting back to the deductible, if you haven't paid on your deductible, so you're in there for an accident, you're paying all your deductible before you get any coverage. And that's the hard part for a lot of people.
Yeah, wow. So how is a plan with an embedded deductible with group rates and countrywide acceptance solution?
Well, we kind of take the good from the really big plans, like the police plans, teacher plans. We embed the deductible. We wrap you up, as I call it, in a blanket. You got accident protection, you got MedGuard, which is like
I tell everybody to turn off their cell phones, and then mine was on.
Oh, I wasn't gonna get mad.
Are you kidding? I'll call myself on that. That's the first time.
I wasn't gonna say a word. What are you talking about?
That's the first time in like 11 years. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry for the interrupt.
No, that's fine. Yeah. So what our plans are, we like to tell our clients, you're either going to pay $250 or you're going to make money. Okay. Real simple. $250, and that takes care of any accident. Period. Doesn't matter what it is. And then if you do come down with something serious, you're going to make money because we're going to have you wrapped up with a MedGuard coverage. You're going to put money in your pocket. You pay your deductible. Now, there is a 4% chance you're going to come down with itis, like appendicitis. You got to pay a little of your deductible, but it's not like the market plans where you have to pay your whole deductible.
Got it. So then I would imagine that's attached to my next question would be, what is the biggest mistake that you see people are making when it comes to their
I see people say, I got a great Blue Cross and Blue Shield plan. Okay, well, what plan do you have? And then they'll have an EPO and they'll be like, yeah, this is a great EPO. Well, where can you go? Oh, I don't know. Well, what happens if you had this happen or that happen? You buy insurance for what if?
Yeah.
And they don't realize they can't go anywhere. So then they wake up and go, uh-oh, well, maybe I need something different. So I tell everybody, whether I sign or not, get a PPO plan. That way you go where you want to go and need to go if you have to go.
Yes. Yeah. So what is the biggest myth out there that you think people have when it comes to?
They save money with an HMO.
Okay.
They think they do, but they really don't. Because Blue Cross Blue Shield and all the others, they know that that's where people go, and that's where they're kind of adding the money in. And the market plans have taken a big hit because a lot of the people that were healthy never joined those market plans.
Okay. Yeah. Any big changes that you see coming up in your industry that consumers need to know about?
Yeah, the last couple of years, there was a lot of money floating around for healthcare. That's being pulled back 22 and 23. 23 is going to be a rude awakening, I think, for some of the market plan people.
Yeah. So what about a recent success story that you can share, Don?
Oh, well, yeah. See, my success stories aren't like your success stories.
Oh, I'm sure your success stories are
Well,
great.
yeah. I had a
Well,
young
I understand what you're saying, but go ahead.
I had a young lady. She's 45, and she had one kid, and her child was in college, and she was the main breadwinner. And I wrote her, and she said, I don't really want to make. I don't want to waste my money on that. I said, what's going to happen if something happens to you seriously?
Yeah.
She goes, I don't know. So I wrote her, I got her, I got like 35, 40 grand, not a big MedGuard policy, but a nice one. She called me, what's this, about 3 or 4 months ago. I got cancer, stage 3.
Wow.
But we had her covered. She got her money. She's seeing the best docs, and she's going where she needs to go. She put that money in her pocket. She's being able to pay her mortgage and keep going. Her child's still in college. And, I bought her a do-rag for her hair because she lost her hair.
Nice.
So yeah, that was very, and I didn't like to see her get cancer, but I had her really covered. So
Yeah,
that's why I say my wins aren't
no, I
really.
was just, yeah, definitely your success stories are 100% different than helping somebody get the keys to their first home or their dream home, for sure.
Yeah.
So what call to action would you have for somebody that's listening to the show today?
Well, if they're paying all of their healthcare themselves, they need to look into other plans that are out there.
Yeah.
Market plans, market plans, they can, and they can look at underwritten plans and look at everything. Don't just go with the first thing they're told that this is the end all be all, because it's not that way.
Like you were sharing in the panel conversation, it really is about options and knowing all your options. Only through looking at the options can you make an educated decision in choosing the best option for you.
Right.
Yeah. And anything else happening in your industry or what you're seeing I know what I was going to ask you on time wise, because other things, if you're looking at your financial plan, or maybe you're looking at your mortgage or your estate planning, you really should be reviewing on an annual basis in what's happening in the market, as well as what's happening in your own life changes. How often should people be reviewing their health insurance?
That's a great question. I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm going to use that for lead other places. That's great. Yeah, basically, if you change a job, okay, if you start a new business, if you get let go from a business, if you add employees, if you get rid of employees, if you're a sole proprietor and you think you can't get good coverage, if you're a 1099 worker and you think, well, I can't get, I can only get this coverage. So those things, they all play into, when to check it out. If you're in a market plan and you move, you automatically have to change your plan just due to the rules. If you go from one zip code to another zip code, you have to change your plan. So that's a great time to look at everything and all your options on the table too.
Yeah. And so, a call to action from your host here, Tina Mitchell, that any changes that happens in your life, there's a lot of boxes that you need to check, that you have reviewed what you have in your finances. And that's really what the Money Hour is about, is to get you in front of experts, the best of the best in their industry, that can advise you in all these different areas. So, reach out to Dawn or call into the show to get connected. If you want to take a look at your plan to make sure that you're in the best plan. Dawn, thank you so much for joining me in studio virtually. Really appreciate showcasing what you're doing and appreciate your information.
Thank you very much.